Now we all know that the job market is competitive and knowing how to impress employer with a quality resume is important. In this session, I have the Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer of McDonald Malaysia, Melati Abdul Hai, joining me to share how you can create a strong resume.
Hi everyone, it's really a pleasure to be joining you here today. Every day, the recruiters at McDonald's sift through dozens of applications, right? We are constantly recruiting, and we are also an organization where people voluntarily send their resumes as well. So with the amount of resumes that we receive, do you know how fast we have to sift through each and every one of those resumes? 7.4 seconds.
Wow, only 7.4 seconds to stand out and catch the recruiter's attention.
Exactly. That's why it's really important to have a clear and easy read resume that shows, your potential manager why you're a great fit for the specific position that you're applying for. Resume writing might be a bit daunting at first, and I know a lot of you use templates, but that's good. It's a good start, but it's an opportunity for you to really showcase yourself and make a great first impression, which will be key in securing a job interview and eventually maybe landing your dream job. Many of you think past experiences are important. Yes, it does share your track record. It gives an impression of how dependable you are. But having a great personal and interpersonal skills are critical to the success of any job. And veteran managers like myself can actually read through and understand how strong you are, as far as your personal, interpersonal skills are concerned, just by reading through your resume. Make sure these skills are clearly exemplified in your resume. When developing your resume, it's important to showcase your strengths and achievements. It's like telling a story, right? So use persuasive verbs like developed, led, increased, as well as action words to make your resume stand out. Don't tell me a long story, because time is precious, right? Every employer is different. You have to make sure you customize your resume and suit what the employer will be looking out for. So do your research, before you send in your resume for that particular organization, and then you will understand how you can actually improve and improvise your resume to stand out, just like a book stands out on a shelf, right? Other than past experiences, your passion points, such as being involved in projects, communities, associations, special interest groups, or volunteer organizations, would also be good supportive details in your resume. This shows that beyond being career focused, you're also an individual that has many other interests and pursuits, and that you're a colorful character. To me, these are qualities that I try to glean from resumes, and also what I look for when I conduct a job interview with an individual. Another quality I look for in a potential employee is critical thinking and problem-solving abilities. Highlighting this as one of your strengths in your resume is important, as it demonstrates how quick you are on your feet and that you can come up with solutions to problems. Tell this story clearly and how you were really a part of that problem solution. This also tells me that you have a strategic mindset, you're capable of looking at the big picture and making calculated decisions that would have a positive outcome and impact to the brand, the business, or the group that you are associated with. Overall, the structure and content of your resume is important, but it should also convey who you are and what you are capable of. Why should I hire you? What would you bring to my organization that's different from everyone else that's actually applying for the same role? Ideally, it should give me a glimpse of your confidence level, your passion as an individual, should communicate your potential in terms of ideation and what you can contribute to the organization or to the team that you're joining. More importantly, if you're the right fit for the company. Very often, it is the compatibility and chemistry between you and the interviewer that will get you through the door, aside from your strong resume. As I said earlier, do your research. You must also know who will be interviewing you, because then you will cater your train of thought as well to be able to impress your potential people manager.
These are great tips, Melati. So for those who are watching our live stream, experience can come in many forms beyond job and internship. So before you start writing your resume, you should read through the job description and think through all of your relevant experience and soft skills for the role, and then showcase them in your resume. Okay, we have a question from CY in our live chat. CY shared that she quit her job 2 years ago to be a full-time mom, and she is now struggling to land a job. So, Melati, how do you account the gap in her work history?
Oh, I love that question. And there are many of you in the same situation out there. It's all right to take a break from work, but you should account for it in your work history or in your resume as well. Don't be afraid to show that you were taking time off to either improve yourself or to manage a family situation, because every individual is different, right? But at the same time, you were being productive throughout the time that you were not actually working in an organization. For example, list volunteer work or courses that you would taken online. These are things that would actually show that you were active and developing your skills or developing your own self whilst you were not being employed. While work experience will likely make up most of your resume, it's also good to include sections for education, activities, achievements, and personal interests as well.
So CY, I hope you benefited and will use the tips shared by Melati. In addition to what Melati mentioned, you can also consider looking for a course online to develop a new skill such as Gemilang. Beyond structure, your resume should represent who you are and what you are capable of. So Melati, do you mind sharing the key takeaway that audience need to understand to make them more confident in their next steps?
For me, the key takeaway that I would like for the audience to focus on is honing your soft skills, because you will need to be able to communicate to your potential employer or manager all the qualities you've listed down in your resume. You will also be able to show potential interviewers the years of experience listed in your resume through your personal skills during the interview. You want to look good on paper, but you should be even better, equally impressive in person as well. You write your resumes, make sure you give respect to your potential employer or manager. Don't write like you're writing to your friends on social media. Yeah. So this is a very important step for you in landing your desired job. Be bold in showing that side of you. Communicate what a confident person you are, why you are the right candidate for the job, because that will eventually be the deciding factor on whether the company hires you or not. Don't underestimate the power of personality and confidence, because attitude is something that we cannot train.
Thank you, Melati, for joining us today. And to all of our viewers, thank you for tuning in. I hope all of you find today's session useful and helpful. To continue growing your skills and career, be sure to check out the Gemilang program.